What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the auditorium where I react to video game music as a musician myself. This is going to be a request for Sakai Nuoride. This is the debut of Dynasty Warriors on this channel, and the first time I check it out ever. Dynasty Warriors 8, I'm pretty sure, if I can read that right. The song is called Wall of Silence. Well, this is one of those games that I've heard a lot about. I've seen it around, you know, growing up with PlayStation. I've never seen gameplay of it, but I've heard that name, Dynasty Warriors. Apparently, there's 8 of them, so it's been popular for a while. Either way, I looked it up, and it's composed by Kenji Nakao. Song is 8 minutes. I'm guessing it's gonna loop a bit. Let's go, Dynasty Warriors, first time. It's always exciting. Wall of Silence. Cool name, by the way. Oh. Wait, what? This is not what I expected Dynasty Warriors to sound like. It's like power metal. Kind of slower than This is just not what I was expecting. Little guitar harmony. 3 guitars right there. 4. There's 4 guitars right now. That's a cool riff. So melodic and heavy. Where are we gonna go from here? It's a whole lot of guitar, like just drenched over it. Piano? Little hints of piano in there. Such a slow groove. I was expecting more like traditional, like Chinese sounds for some reason, but we'll get into that later. I definitely was expecting metal, especially slow melodic power metal. Oh, we got an idea. Let's just enjoy it for now. We got a while to go. What is that? A gong? It's hard to hear. Single note melodies. Pinch harmonic. I'm guessing it's gonna stay this tempo the whole way. It's not gonna like suddenly just pick up in speed, which kind of goes with what I think it is, but we'll see. Got a couple minutes to go. I like that. Very slow, subtle piano. Just loaded with harmony leads. So many guitars. There's a guitar going, there's another one dun 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 dun, and then you have like the two leads, and then we're going dun 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 dun. 5 guitars, at least, which is kind of drowning out the bass a little bit. I think it's looped already. So much guitar. Oh, I wonder if the solo's coming up. That sounds like a build-up. I think it's a gong. Very simple to play song. Anybody can play this. Almost. It's cool. It's hard to hear, but the drummer's doing some double bass stuff. It's hard to hear. You can hear that dum 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 dum. Fading. Yep. The song was filled with single note melodies. Like the whole song was single note melodies. Okay, so yeah, I looped I think like 3 or 4 times. Well, first of all, immediately not what I was expecting. Like by any means. When I thought of Dynasty Warriors, I've seen box arts and I'm also looking at this too as well, and I've always just imagined like samurais and I guess like traditional kind of like Chinese sounding instruments and that kind of sound, and I did not get that at all. The closest I got to that was like that gong sound in this one, but it was just like all hard rock and filled with guitars like tenfold. and slow too. The tempo was really slow. I figured it'd be, so I was surprised 2 times because when I heard the metal, I was like, okay, it's gonna like be intense, but then it wasn't even intense. It was like melodic and really nice, which leads me to believe, just a guess, assumption, 2 things. One, is this like a special instance and not a lot of songs sound like this? Like a one-time thing, like a very special moment? Or potential like credits, because it very much sounded like it could be credit scenes because of how long it was in replay, or the repetition of it. It sounded like, you know, I totally imagined scrolling text with names, hearing dun 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 dun, dun, you know, all slow. So it definitely had like credits feel to the max. So let me know if the rest. Also, this is the 8th installment, so I don't know if they're all different or anything like that. I don't know anything about Dynasty Warriors, but that's what I was getting. It could have just been the recording. Let me see when this was uploaded. 4 years ago. Okay. From Muso BGM on YouTube. I think it was just the recording, but there was like no bass in it because there were so many guitars. It was like drowned out, which also I couldn't hear the drums. I could hear the drums, but I couldn't hear the like the kicks too much. That's why I could hear like bum, 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 but very faintly. There was just so many guitars, which is not usually a problem, but it kind of like overtook everything else. There was at any given time like 5 guitars. There was the 2 main rhythm ones when doing the open chords, a little dun. Then there was the like chunky rhythm, like dun 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 dun. And then we had the kind of lead, sort of, that was going dun 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 dun. And then we had the 2 harmony leads, which was doing all the kind of like higher end melody thing. So yeah, there was a lot of guitar signal, a lot, and they weren't like all hard panned left and right. They were kind of like all in different places. Some were centered, some were like 30% left and right. So it just kind of drowned out the bass. I didn't even hear the bass at all. Anyways, so yeah, the song is very melodic. It was like just, you know, power metal, very slow, very, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting. I totally liked it. I guess I just had a different idea in my head of what Dynasty Warriors is going to sound. You know what I thought it was going to sound like? There's this group called the Yoshida Brothers, who I really much admire. And I thought it was going to be something like that. Just kind of more like this kind of intense, fast, like Chinese, maybe some Japanese stuff as well. I don't know what Dynasty Warriors is. I don't know exactly what like lore it is. But I kept hearing those like stringed instruments and everything. I wasn't expecting any electric signals of any kind. I even was kind of hearing like war drums in my head. Basically, like years and years of me curious what it sounded like. It just didn't, like, it wasn't that. Not to take anything away from this. This is cool. I just threw me for a loop. I was like, oh, okay. And then to make it more confusing, it was a lot slower, which is why I'm asking, you know, when does that play? Because it's called Wall of Silence. Yeah, I can't even begin to guess when that would play. I said earlier, I haven't seen footage of it. I've seen I think I've seen like 1 or 2 screenshots from it, like in a magazine. I used to be subscribed to official US PlayStation magazine. Shout out to those that remember that, and also the little disc it came with. That was cool. So I've seen like little things here and there, but I'm talking like 20 plus years ago. And from what I remember, it was like a large group of like warriors. It could have been a special section, but that's the image I have in my head. I have like a lot of warriors in my head, all weaponed up, armored up. So I just was not hearing that with that scenery. So something along the way got disconnected. Maybe that's not what the game looks like, and that's not what who knows. But my guess is either special occasion, credits, or I just have the complete wrong idea, which is totally fine too. But I'm definitely curious on more. I mean, I do love metal and guitars, of course. The mixing was a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. Like the drums are hard to hear, the bass is hard to hear, and yeah, but it was cool. That's it. I don't really have much else to say. I have a feeling the comment section is gonna be like, well, you need to hear Dynasty Warriors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and whichever ones. And I'm curious to know, what is there like a staple song to the series? Is there like the one that everyone knows? I'm sure you're gonna tell me, is it this one? So let me know all that. And thank you again to Sakai no Aride for the request. If you want to make your own, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine if you do not mind waiting. And those are guaranteed ways I will check out your request. If you want to avoid the wait, there is a platinum tier on Patreon, which speeds up your request to the very top. A big thank you to current supporters of that: Kevin, Patrick, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, Turnarclight, Kalanin, and Gardeline. Thank you so much. And nice to meet you, Dynasty Warriors fandom. Let me know. And thank you to everyone who's watching this and supporting. Until next time, dudes and dudettes. My name is Jesse. Take it easy.